He was on his knees in front of the whole school, a black teenager trembling, humiliated. The sheriff stood over him, holding out his muddy boot, smirking as if it was some kind of joke. "Lick it," he said. Everyone froze. Some students laughed nervously. Others couldn't believe what they were seeing. Teachers stood paralyzed, and just when it seemed like no one would stop it, something happened that no one expected. The sheriff's own police dog growled, then lunged. What happened next would change everything and expose a truth no one saw coming. Before we start, drop a comment with the name of the city you're watching from. I'm curious how far this story will travel. It was supposed to be just another school assembly. Jalen Carter, 16, had helped set up the chairs that morning like he always did. He wasn't loud, he wasn't disrespectful, he didn't even stand out. Just a quiet, smart kid who mostly kept to himself. The sheriff was scheduled to visit. Sheriff Ray Dobson, a well-known figure in the town, always talking about law, order, and respect. He came with a retired military dog, Milo, as part of a respect and discipline program for students. It sounded harmless, until it wasn't. The moment Sheriff Dobson stepped onto the school steps, something felt off. He looked around like he owned the place. He joked with some of the students, but when he saw Jalen standing off to the side with his hands in his pockets, the mood shifted. "Hey, son," he barked. "You too good to show some respect?" Jalen looked up, confused. "Take your hands out of your pockets. Stand up straight." The whole crowd turned. Jalen, startled, removed his hands. He tried to explain. He fidgets when he's nervous. It's just how he is. But the sheriff wasn't listening. He was already stepping forward. "You kids don't know what respect is," he muttered. "Maybe you need to be reminded." Then he did something no one expected. He pulled off his boot, stuck it out in front of Jalen. "Kneel. Show some humility." The crowd fell silent. Jalen froze. "I'm serious," the sheriff said. "You want to act like you're above this? Show me you're not." No one moved. Mr. Kessler, the civics teacher, looked like he wanted to say something, but he didn't. Even the principal wasn't around. Jalen bent down slowly, face burning with shame. And just when he was inches away from doing the unthinkable, Milo, the sheriff's own canine, growled. Then the dog lunged. Not at Jalen, but at the sheriff. The crowd gasped. The sheriff fell back, arms scraped. Milo stood between him and Jalen, protective, unmoving. Someone screamed. A young officer tried to pull the dog away, but Milo wouldn't move. He stayed by Jalen's side, loyal, calm. It was as if he saw what no one else did, who the real threat was. Phones came out. Someone was filming. Mr. Kessler finally snapped out of it, rushed to Jalen and helped him up. "It's okay," he said, his voice cracking. "You're okay." The sheriff tried to laugh it off. "It was just a joke," he said. "Don't take it so seriously." But it was too late. The video spread by that afternoon. Local news, then state, then national. People demanded answers. Investigations opened, and Milo, the hero, was quietly reassigned, this time to a foster home. Not long after, Jalen and his mother adopted him. The dog never left his side again. The school issued a formal apology. Sheriff Dobson was suspended pending review. Mr. Kessler apologized in front of the entire class, tears in his eyes. He started a new club, a student-led civic justice forum, and asked Jalen to lead the first meeting. Jalen didn't want fame. He didn't want revenge. All he ever wanted was to feel safe being himself. And somehow, the very symbol of authority that tried to humiliate him, a badge and a boot, ended up being silenced by loyalty, instinct, and an old dog who knew better. So tell me, what does respect mean to you? Drop that word in the comments. Respect, and tell me what it means in your world. There's a story here on the screen that will also move you. Press play. You won't regret it.